Hey, hello, Social Goons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. In last video, we managed to defeat Lieutenant Surge, get our Thunder Badge, and now we are going to be making our way towards Rock Tunnel, so that way we can get to, Lavender Town, that's what it was. And from Lavender Town, we can go on our merry way to, some other locations. And I decided to keep this battle, well, this encounter in to show, just to show off Firo. It's actually not that bad of a flying type. It is really fast and can pack a pretty decent punch. But it's also pretty damn frail, like a lot of bird Pokemon, so... You know, maybe one day, if I ever choose to play this game again, I might do that. But you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, you're also going to be seeing me cut out a lot of battles because they dragged this video out a lot. like this. Well, actually, I don't think I did this bug trainer out, actually. No, I didn't. Fuck. Oh, right, because he had a Paris. We haven't really, talked about Paris yet. Paris is a bit of a false advertising Pokemon because, it's like, well, obviously, it looks like, a spider, which fits for the bug type, right? But it's also a grass type, and people like to say that it's because of the mushrooms. Well, mushrooms are not plants, right? I don't remember what the actual scientific term is, but they are not plants. But as the Pokemon evolves, the mushrooms on its back slowly start to take over, which is based on a real life species of mushroom that takes over an insect's body, which eventually causes it to die. It's pretty fucked up, but you know it's pretty fucked up, but also kind of cool in the concept of the Pokemon, which is nice, but I think it would have benefited more if it was like a different type, maybe a ghost, like they make it a bug ghost. That would have been pretty cool. Like give it one of the, make it one of the very few ghost bug types, you know. And now I decided to bring Roxy out to basically get the same kind of energy as Brute Root, because if you let your Pokemon walk alongside you, they will get the, like, basically they'll be more inclined to avoid attacks, hang in there for a little while, and get more crits. Critical hits in. Why did I not cut this dude out? Damn it, editing me. Fuck. Ugh. Sometimes I really hate myself, you know, because, like, I let shit like this fly by. But, you know. So, while in a down... Well, sorry. So, before I actually decided to record this footage, what I did is that I went back to Mount Moon, so that way I can get a Moonstone, which I can evolve Chloe with later. She will be staying as a Clefairy for a little while, just until level 28. Now, there is see that? Yeah, like the that's one of the benefits you get if you let your Pokemon follow you outside of their balls. Anyway, so Chloe will not evolve until level 22. No. 28. I'm sorry. But yeah, she's not gonna evolve until 28. but there is a reason for that. But I think it was, well, actually, I think this dude was why I wanted to keep it in, because my dumbass was like, maybe you haven't seen some of this before, and then I looked at a Super Fang and I was like, holy fuck, yeah. Raticate is fast and can pack a decent enough punch. Plus it's one of the few Pokemon that has access to dark moves like Bite and Crunch and all that stuff. But it's not very durable. And part of me thinks that the Alolan version, which is a pure dark type, would be a lot better for this region. Because you have an easier answer to psychic types who can't do shit to you. Excuse me. Sorry. Now there is a Pokemon Center where we can go. Damn it! Sorry. Very unprofessional. I apologize for that. Anyway, so I was thinking that maybe Chloe could learn Scald, but unfortunately it can't, so what can you really do, you know? Okay, now this dude I know for a fact that I know for a fact that cut out. Yeah, see? All good. Now, oh yeah, that also can happen. Your Pokemon can get trapped behind walls and stuff. And I think this dude had a Mankey, which I haven't really shown off yet, I don't think. So just in case I'm deciding to keep it in, I actually like Mankey. Especially what Gen 9, for as much as I don't really like that generation, I gotta admit, it did give Mankey something cool. So like a final evolution, you know? It at least did that right. But unfortunately, because Mankey is so fast, a Roxy is not really gonna last another hit. So I decided to bring in Brute Root because it can't. Because it's the one Pokemon that I think is bulky enough to withstand Mankey's raw power and speed, or just straight up outspeed it. But yeah, a Karate Chop does have a bit of an advantage with it because it can land critical hits. It's an off chance that'll happen, but it will. Though personally, I like to use Brick Break a lot more because it can power. Well, it doesn't power. It shatters Light Screen, Reflect, and Barrier, which are moves that will, boost up your Pokemon's defenses. But Brick Brick just says, "Fuck that! I ain't gonna let you do this." Anyway, so I decided to boost my team's speed a little bit, though. Don't ask which Pokemon give you which candies, because I'm not that savvy with it. Now, here there is a bit of a story thing here, but in the original, here it is. So you're stopped by Team Rocket on your way to Rock Tunnel, right? But in the original Red, Blue, Yellow, and Fire Red and Leaf Green, this did not happen. least I think it didn't. At least I think in yellow it didn't happen, but I could be wrong on that. But we're now introduced to Lorelei. Lorelei is a member of the Elite Four, who are 4 of the best trainers in the entire region. That's pretty much every game in region has had something like this. But Lorelei was one of the first, and she specializes in ice types. Though there aren't a lot of ice type Pokemon in Kanto, so it's more accurate to say she's an expert with water types. And again, we got Eradicate on our team. Well, we got Eradicate to contend with, but thankfully it's only one, so I was actually worried that it would do Super Fang there, so that's why I was kind of hesitant, but, you know. I was also kind of hoping that Flamethrower would burn, because burn will lower the physical attack stat of a Pokemon, as well as doing some chip damage. And there's Super Fang. I read that one right, at least. And unfortunately, with even with the slightly increased speed, we're not really we can't really go first against we can't really go first against this thing. But it was this battle that helped me realize what Super Fang actually did. Basically, it halves your it halves the current attack of the attack target. I'm sorry. And we were gonna learn agility there, but I decided not to. It just boosts up the speed, but it's already fast enough. I'd rather just have a move that will let me hit harder, you know? Yep. Now, Lorelei makes her status known, and that's why they are running away, because you don't want to fuck around with one of the greatest trainers in the region, you know? But she is the only one that we see outside of the Elite Four, at least in this game. In the Johto games, you saw Lance outside of the Elite Four, but I guess I'll save that for whenever I talk about Lance, but you know, probably not gonna be for a bit. And I decided to keep this particular coach trainer in here because, well, the video would barely be wouldn't really push 20 minutes. That's for gameplay videos, I generally like to keep them a little over 20 minutes, like 25 at the 25 minutes usually, but you know. Now, but I think this is the first time we're also seeing Poliwhirl. And I like this little dude. He's just a little guy, you know? But he can be kind of annoying because it's one of the few Pokemon that has access to the attack Hypnosis, which can put your Pokemon to sleep. And since there's no abilities in this game, you cannot rely on it having the ability. You cannot rely on your Pokemon having the Insomnia. The Insomnia ability, which will prevent your Pokemon from going to sleep. But there is also another reason why I decided. But the move that Poliwhirl has been using that isn't Hypnosis or Bubble Beam is Brick Break, and I was just talking about that move earlier. Yep, she will give you. She will give you the TM for this amazing move if you defeat her, which isn't necessarily too hard. I was just being a dumbass for putting Roxy up Roxy up front because in case it wasn't obvious, water is super effective against fire, and I am severely underleveled. Well, Roxy is severely underleveled, so you know. But thankfully, with a few leech seeds and a couple of vine whips, they Poliwhirl is just like fried frog legs. Because actually, the Poly line is based on a specific type of frog. I want to say it's like the see-through frog or something like that. Basically, the swirl is based on the real-life frog's intestines, which is pretty gross. But I mean, hey, it is pretty cool, you know. But anyway, and we also got, and now we have Primeape, which is Mankey's evolved form. Really fast, really powerful, but cannot take a hit. Hold on a second. Ugh. Sorry, mucus. Anyway, thankfully with Scarlet and Violet, it did get another evolution. But you do need to use a certain move a certain amount of times until it can actually evolve. But it is going to be worth it because that thing is a fucking like Annihilate, which is what the evolved form is called. Like, damn thing can hit like a fucking freight train. Like I don't have the stats immediately on hand, but dude is fucking juiced. It is so angry that it can't rest in peace. It is so angry that it will punch everything until it's the only thing left. Like, that is fucking insane, and I love it. And aside from me just not playing the best that I could here, it's also one of the reasons why I wanted to let this go out a little longer. But I mean, coach trainers are meant to be a little bit harder to deal with than a normal trainer, so only makes sense. And we got one more battle. Oh wait, actually, I am teaching Regina Brick actually instead of Double Kick, because Double Kick served our purposes pretty well, but it's pretty weak. Like 30 base power and can hit 2 times. I mean, that's okay, but Brick is not only more powerful, but it has some added benefits which are going to be exploited later. And I did decide to keep this particular trainer in because, again, barely pushing 20 minutes. Plus, I think in this battle I can show off Brick myself, but we did already see it anyway, or maybe this was like the first time that Roxy got a proper win. Because she was faster than Eevee, which, I mean, Eevee is not that great of a Pokemon by itself. Like it's more so useful as it evolves, so that way it can fit a certain role and niche on your team. Although the partner Eevee that you get in the Let's Go version is actually a lot better because it has access to a lot more moves that you can learn from certain I want to say tamers in Pokemon centers. But a regular Eevee is not very good. Okay, like, it should go without saying, you know, that the partner Pokemon are a lot better than their normal counterparts. Not only because you're meant to keep them on your team and build a special bond with them, but also they can learn a bunch of other moves like Pikachu's fucking Zippy Zap, for example. It can constantly it can land a critical hit every single time, or another move, Floaty Fall, which I don't really use. And I think Eevee has a fairy type move, but I don't really remember how to. I don't really remember how to get that. So anyway, in the next video though, we are going to be continuing Rock Tunnel, and it is only going to be Rock Tunnel from then, because yeah, it can really drag. But I'll save that for the next video. So until then, if you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I am fully confident that we can hit it. So until next time, Special Goons, remember, reach for the stars.